Welcome to Mark Reed 757, my YouTube channel. Hey, this is another one on my weight loss journey. I figured this could be very helpful to many people. I mean, obviously some should be doing it, some may not have done it. It might be new, it might not. But I figured this is something that would need to go out there. I did finally reach one of my first major goals, and one of my first major goals was to get down to 350. I started off at 420 sometime last year ago. That was my highest, is around 420. And even as early as January, in the middle of January, I was up to 406, and now I'm down to 350. I finally hit it last Friday. April. I'm trying to think of the date here. Uh, April 8th. Finally reached 350. My boss is going to take me out to a steak dinner. My other health coaches, Misty Shaheen and Joe Shaheen, they took me out to dinner with the family, and that was really nice. And we had a great dinner at Applebee's. I made good choices. Some chicken, and I had mashed potatoes for the first time in a long time. But that was still terrific, and I really enjoyed myself. Anyway, the one thing I want to get to that's helped me, because now I did have some mistakes along the way, because in the last 15 years or so I've been trying one diet and then another diet, and they basically, what I would do is try to do everything at once. And even this last time I kind of quit cold turkey, but I was also in the mode of going that direction. And what I'm talking about is a lot of diets don't work because you try to do everything at once. You're trying to eat like a rabbit and exercise like a bodybuilder. Now, if you haven't exercised at all, exercising like a bodybuilder just not going to work for the long-term deal. You're not going to get everything out of it that you thought you'd get out of it. You go like gangbusters. You're doing 10 sets of 20, and you're doing 20 different sets. You're doing 20 different exercises, and it's just, you're gonna kill yourself pretty much, and you're not gonna want to do anything the following day or the day after. Same thing with your food. A lot of times people go, eat less, exercise more, so they're not only doing over exercising, but they're under eating. They figure, well, I'll just eat like a rabbit. Well, then you eat like a rabbit and you're exercising like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's, something's about to break. Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't eat like a rabbit, and a rabbit doesn't exercise like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you're doing something wrong there when you go that route. And eventually your body's going to say, hey, it's had enough. Either it'll be way too sore, and you could injure something if you over exercise too. So the one thing that's been really working for me is choosing one thing at a time to fix. There's a whole array of my bad habits that I had to get to 420. I didn't have just one thing. I drank pop, I ate fast food, I didn't exercise at all, watched too much TV. There's a whole array of things that I was doing wrong. And then to try to do all them at once just doesn't work. And the beauty that I like now is I pick one thing, and I take 1 week to 2 weeks to dedicate myself to that one thing, and I'm still constantly tweaking and changing different aspects of my life in order to reach my number one goal is of becoming healthy. Well, that an example of one thing could be, maybe you still don't feel like exercising right now, and you want to work on the food because the food's a major contributor to your weight. And because you don't want to change your total diet, maybe just eliminate pop. Or if you don't want to eliminate pop, maybe eliminate some fatty, you know, maybe some breads or something, because I believe breads and sugars are a huge contributor to your weight. And I call liquid calories of, pop, and maybe that your favorite latte. It's probably not such a great idea to drink those. And I look at it this way: well, maybe I can have a cheeseburger if I don't drink a 500 calorie drink. Then big gulps or 44 ounces of pop, where you're just putting a large amount of food into your, or you're putting a large amount of calories, and they're almost like empty calories because it doesn't make you full of pop and lattes and all that garbage. And then exercise, the same thing. Maybe, instead of trying to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger on the first day, just be you. And I like mixing it up. I'll do a little bit of cardio, maybe a little bit of weightlifting, and I don't do a whole lot of either one. Like a really great workout I had on Wednesday was I did 3 machines, 10, 4 sets of 10 around there, and real light weights. I mean, maybe I did a set of 20, and then a set of 15, and then a set of 15, and then a set of 10. But I kept it real light, and I only did 4 different machines. And then after that, I followed it up with 3 minutes on the elliptical, and I wasn't breaking no barriers on that either. I did about 2.5 miles per hour, and it only did it for 3 minutes. So, you can still get results by doing just a little bit, bare minimum. And then I treat myself at the gym by going to the whirlpool, which is like kind of like my reward for doing a good job. Let's see. Pretty much just pick one thing and go after that. Maybe your goal for exercise is to just get out there once a week, 20 minutes. And then maybe you can do that to 2 times a week, 20 minutes, and 3 times. My goal is to get up to 5 days a week at the gym, but right now I'm happy with doing 2 to 3. So it's a work in progress all the time. And, when you have this philosophy of choosing one thing at a time, that's what's could go to sustainable success. Anyway, this video is getting a little long, and I wanted to basically stress the point of choosing one thing at a time, and I believe I did that. Have a great week, month, and see you on my next video. Have a good one.